What's up, world? It's your boy Drew Marcy here for How to Rap. In this video, we're going to show you how to write a rap from beginner level all the way to Eminem level rhyme schemes. Now, this is a continuation of the how to write a rap for your first verse video we did, which we will link you to in the video description box below. And now that you've written your first rap, we want to develop it further into advanced rhyme schemes using Eminem as a great template. So stick through the entire video, and by the end of it, you'll know exactly how to step-by-step reinvent your rhymes, your current beginner rhymes, to Eminem level schemes. Let's go. Alright, so back in the 1980s, rhyming one word or syllable with a perfect rhyme at the end of each bar or rap line was acceptable. So you would have lines that were like, yo, my name is Drew and my raps are dope. When I write lyrics, it gives me hope. Of course, you'd have to deliver it in that old school style. Yo, my name is Drew and my raps are dope. You know. Now, as you'll notice at the end of the bar, these are perfect rhymes. These are rhymes where the only thing that's changing is the first letter in each word, and it rhymes perfectly. Now, perfect rhymes are nice, and of course you're going to use them over the course of your rap career, but they're kind of limiting. When you think of what rhymes with dope, you have cope, you have hope, of course, you have mope, nope, rope, and all you're doing is changing the first letter of the word, therefore creating a perfect rhyme. Now, as rap advanced, they realized you could change the ending of the word or flip letters in the middle of the word, switching your enunciation a little bit to get many more rhymes. And as long as it sounds like it's damn near a perfect rhyme, you're good to go, and you have access to many other words, larger vocabulary, and much more clever things to say. For example, if we have the dope and hope rhyme and just change the P to a K, now we have access to words like broke, choke, joke, folk, poke, cope. Or if we change the P in the middle of the word to a T, we have words like dote, throat, boat, moat, etc. So the first thing to do when you're trying to think of words to rhyme at the end of each bar is to adjust the middle or the ending of the word. That'll give you more access to words that almost closely perfectly rhyme, but all you got to do is change your enunciation and you'll have a veritable plethora of words to use for your bar. So we can rewrite our example rhyme to something a little bit more clever, still basically old school, but yo, my name is Drew and my raps are dope. Now I'm writing lyrics that could sink a boat. Or yo, my name is Drew and my raps are dope. Now I write lyrics that can make you choke. This is where you get into the early 80s, the mid 80s, where we start to have rappers they call lyrical, because now they're using much more original rhyme schemes, much more creative words, larger vocabulary. But it gets much better. As rap progressed further, they realized they could not only stretch rhymes for more words to access, but they could rhyme multiple syllables at a time. Now, this is pretty much the evolution, big bang, missing link connection, monkeys to human moment of the rap game. And this is where you begin to see artists like Eminem, Redman, Master Ace, Rakim really come to the forefront. So if we know that we can not only stretch rhymes, but we can rhyme multiple syllables at the end of the bar each time, what are we gonna do? We have a lot more phrases and elastic vocabulary that we can work with. Going back to our example, what are the two syllables at the end that we could rhyme? Yo, my name is Drew and my raps are dope. So rather than just rhyming dope, my raps are dope, we say my raps are dope. Now we got two syllables to rhyme with. Now the easiest way to go about starting to use multiple syllables to rhyme, rather than trying to think of what rhymes with are dope, that's a pretty big word. I don't know any words off the top of my head that rhyme with just those two things. Better system. Separate the two syllables that you want to rhyme into their respective single syllable rhyme schemes, so an A scheme and a B scheme, and then just worry about rhyming each of those schemes. Worry about rhyming your A scheme first, and then worry about rhyming your B scheme second, and then you can put them together. You can mix and match. Let me show you. So now we have R dope. We write a line down the middle, and we got the A scheme, which is R. Now we got on the right side the B scheme, which is dope. So we think of some words that rhyme with R, of course, reminding ourselves that we can stretch the rhyme. We got R, we got car, we got bars, we got fart, we got y'all, we got raw, we got tall. Then we think of some rhymes, of course, stretching in the B scheme. We got dope, we got note, we got smoke, we got joke, we got coat. All right, kids, take out your headphones. So now we have a bunch of things that we could use. Best way I would suggest doing this is why not mix and match the respective rhymes, the respective words into things that naturally go together, or something that you could come up with a witty line to use. Going back to our schemes, we have something like car, and then down there we see something like joke. Now we could write a rhyme, my raps are dope, and something car joke. Doesn't seem like it lend itself to a hot bar. But I see car, and then I see note, and I know, okay, car note, I gotta pay a car note. That I could construct something kind of clever with that. Similarly, I see bars. Now I could do, you know, bars, a note or something, you know, I spit bars, take notes, bars, notes, whatever it is, but why not go with smoke? Because, you know, my bars be fire, all right? So you're gonna see these things smoke. So now we have another 2-syllable rhyme scheme to work with. Now, after you've completed choosing what you want to rhyme with, all you got to do is write the first half of the bar, knowing what's going to be at the end, the 2 dope syllables, and come up with something clever. So going back to our example, we've revitalized, we've reinvented this rhyme scheme to say something like, yo, my name is Drew and my raps are dope. When I write lyrics, it'll give y'all hope. The flow so money you can pay a car note, cause the page on fire, you could watch the bar smoke. Or if you're still using that 1980s delivery, could be you could watch the ball smoke. I'm just playing with y'all, but okay, so we have our 2 syllables down, right? And you know, we can mix and match, separate the schemes. Now, the great part about this system is that it's not limited to just 2 syllables at a time. It could be as many as 3. And again, as we get closer and closer to Eminem style, Eminem level rhymes, this is what you're gonna be hearing. Now we have 3 syllables. We look at our first original bar, yo, my name is Drew and my raps are dope. Now we're focused on rhyming 3 syllables at the end. Of course, what you're gonna do is go through the same system, except your A scheme is now gonna be raps, your B scheme is gonna be R, and then your C scheme is gonna be dope. With this in mind, and always following the principle to stretch if possible or wanted, you could say something like, yo, my name is Drew and my raps are dope. When I write lyrics, I give classic quotes. When you write lyrics, it's a massive joke. So hang it up, buddy, go and grab a rope. Notice when I add a little bit of inflection, especially on the A scheme, that's when it starts to feel a little Eminem-esque. Now, a quick little bonus point before we move on from tri-syllable rhyme. If you noticed in that quick example, in the A scheme and the C scheme, I was very faithful to the original rhyme. But in the B scheme, in the middle syllable, the rhymes were much more stretched. So in the B scheme, we see here that the rhymes are R, as in raps are dope, ick, as in classic quotes, ib, as in massive joke, and A, as in grab a rope. So I'm taking a lot of liberties with my B scheme. With this in mind, keep emphasis and focus on making your A schemes and your C schemes extremely faithful. And with the B's, you can take liberties. So for example, if you said, when you write lyrics, it's an offensive joke to rhyme with my raps are dope, you're taking liberties with that A scheme and it's not gonna work. But if you said, your lyrics make me laugh like a well-crafted joke to rhyme with my raps are dope, it would work because the A scheme is very in line with the original. Same thing if you said you spit basic quotes to rhyme with massive joke, Bay and massive doesn't work. But if you say my raps are dope, I spit mastered quotes, A scheme's in line, it would work. Same thing goes with the C scheme. So if you said something like my raps are dope and I drop them like a massive stone, it wouldn't work because that stone and dope is not a good rhyme. So just keep that in mind as a little bit of a bonus. Make sure your A's and C's are in line. Now, of course, this is not even limited to just 3 rhymes, 2 rhymes, etc. It could be 4, it could be 5, it could be even more. And this is something you're going to be developing for your entire career. You know, one of the things that defines an interesting rap artist, a creative rhyme scheme artist in the rap game, is how can you fit together like a puzzle, as Eminem would say, your multi-syllable rhyme. As time goes on, you get into lines like, I like big booties for the skins I'm tapping in, plus you gotta have more money than Kim Kardashian, right, that's 5, etc. All right, so you've learned the art of multi-syllable rhyme, but there's one more step in order to really get to that Eminem level. We've shown how you can rhyme multiple syllables at the end of the bar for the raps are dope, classic quotes, massive joke, and that begins to sound like Eminem, and many of his bars are constructed just with that. But up until this point, we've only rhymed syllables at the end of each bar. What if I was to identify a syllable in the scheme that I already had and stack that in the first half of the bar? So we have a line like, yo, my name is Drew and my raps are dope. I identify the rap scheme that's coming along in the A scheme, and maybe I stack words that rhyme with raps in the first half of the first bar. So now we have a line that might come out like, I'm Drew, I never had a bad track cause my raps are dope. I never had a bad track cause my raps are dope. Notice how that stacking makes it sound more professional. It sounds a little bit more like a shady type. But here is the aha moment that once you get this, you will have truly mastered the Eminem style shady level rhyme scheme. Rather than just stacking internally on the first bar, the internal rhymes of the A scheme into the first bar, what if rather than just stacking in bar 1, you stack in bar 2, bar 3, and bar 4, and you match the internal stacked rhymes in each of them. In other words, you're going to stack the internal rhymes that you developed in bar 1 with the A scheme, the raps, etc., and then you're going to match the internal rhymes throughout the entire scheme. This is the true genius of Eminem and his lasting legacy on hip-hop, and particularly rhyme scheme. So if we match the stacked internal rhymes of bar 1 with bars 2, 3, and 4, we get something sounding like this. I'm Drew. I never had a bad track cause my raps are dope. Now I can cast stack with these classic quotes. You better bag back, you a massive joke. Who hangs with asshats? Go and grab a rope. You hear it. You hear the stacked internal A schemes. The ass sound, it sounds like a 6ix9ine interview. And there we have it. Once you get to the point that you're not only doing complex multi-syllable rhymes at the end of the bar, but you've identified one of the schemes in that multi-syllable and stacked it internally and then matched it in the following bars, you're gonna have Eminem level rhymes every time. And there we go with the finale. I want to thank you for watching this. If this is your first time watching us, be sure to subscribe, of course, and hit the notification bell so you can get more and more tutorials. We'll be dropping a lot of these in 2019. And always at the end of these videos, we like you to participate in the comment box. What I'd like to see from you in the comments is, I want to see 2 bars in the original old school 80s style where you're only rhyming something at the end of the bar with a perfect rhyme, and then with the next bars, 2 or 4, I want you to reinvent them Eminem style using the lessons you learned in this video. So again, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the comments. It's the big homie Drew. I'm out.